That's not what your problem is.
Well, you know, one of the things that's happening in the world is sales are going up. And when that happens, we need more aloe. And one of the things we do is we need more people to come here and harvest the aloe like we're doing right here today. In order for you to be here, you gotta level up. Because I'm excited to tell you or remind you that we are gonna run the Level Up incentive again in 2024, which means you'll qualify to come here in 2025. About February next year or in 2025, you'll be able to come here, stand on this field, cut your own aloe. Look at that, isn't it look amazing? Now, how do you do that? What you've gotta do, you've gotta move from either 1.5 cases to 2.5 or 2.5 to 3.5 or 3.5 to 5 and so on. Anytime you do that jump and achieve over 100 case credits in growth, you'll be able to join us at our expense at a beautiful resort in Dominican Republic, and to be able, more importantly, to be able to stand in this sacred place and be able to see where forever, the backbone of forever and where forever started, right here in the Dominican Republic.
In the Forever Aloe Fields, the largest of its kind in the world, we grow the Earth's best and most nutritional type of aloe vera. Generations to come. And now, we are proudly certified organic.
Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday edition. Welcome to our Sunday edition of our business opportunity meeting. Today is going to be slightly different. Today is going to be slightly different if your team members are not here. If your team members are not here, if your guests are not here, I think it's time to give them that last minute reminder. Time to give them that last minute reminder before we start. Time to give them the last minute reminder before we start. Let's know where you're joining us from. Let's know where you're joining us from so that we can know how far our reach is. If your hands are not too busy, let's know where you're joining us from this evening. Yes, Ibafo. I know Ibafo will always be there. Pastor Achoma, thank you for being the first. Pastor Maka from Port Harcourt, Ogechi from Port Harcourt, Efo from Abuja. Let's know where you're joining us from. Let's know where you're joining us from. We know we have it. Oh, I can see mommy. Ooh. Okay, good. I thought mommy was sleeping by now, but okay, let me do one thing now. Let's see. Yes. So let's know where you're joining us from. If your hands are not too busy, let's know where you are connecting from this lovely Sunday evening. Okay, this is unplanned, but I'm just going to make it happen. Let's know where you're joining us from this lovely evening. Let's know where you're connecting from this lovely evening. Don't be too shy. Don't be too shy to know where to rep your zone. Let's know where you are connecting from. Let's know where you are connecting from this evening. I have a great panel here. I just formed the panel and okay, I think it's time for us to start. So good evening, everybody. Okay, okay, let me see. It's gonna be lovely, eh? Let me guys, I'm doing something here that I didn't plan for, but don't worry, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lovely. I just saw one lovely name here now from all the way from Dubai. Let's see. Let me see. I said today's edition is going to be totally different from what we are used to, because today we are going to share a wonderful experience. We are going to share a wonderful experience from our people that just came back from India. They just came back from India. So they are going to share their experience with us this evening. I just added some wonderful names that, I mean, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be interesting. We never planned for this, but trust me, as usual, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to officially welcome each and every one of us to today's edition of our Sunday Business Opportunity Meeting. Our opportunity meetings are meant for us to showcase who we are, showcase our business to prospects, to individuals, to persons that might be interested in either our lifestyle or our product or the kind of business we are, the business opportunity that we have, or even the kind of person or the type of person that we are as forever business owners. Because I always say that people don't join forever. People actually join us. People actually join you because people will see your lifestyle and they want to copy that lifestyle. People will see the kind of life that you are living and they want to be like you. And that is the main reason. That's the first center of attraction. That's the first center of attraction. And in doing this, we have a proven system. We have a system that's strictly pays for performance. We have a system that is structured to ensure that if you put in the work, you get the needed results. If you put in the work, you get the needed results. So One of the major reward, one of the major event, one of the major incentives that we have in Forever is the Forever Global Rally. The Forever Global Rally is an event set aside for me. For me, it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest event that we have in Forever, because you have veterans, you have Forever business owners, you have the young ones, you even have prospects come and experience us the way we are. It is the biggest event that we have globally, the biggest event where everybody in the world will experience corporate, what we call corporate, the corporate Forever for the first time. So if you are not convinced by the global rally, I tell you that is nothing else that will convince you in Forever. If you're not convinced by the global rally, so if you attend a one-on-one, you are not convinced, and you watch some videos, you are not convinced, you go to the BOM, you are not convinced, the country or the state BOM or whatever, you are not convinced, and you attend this country success day, you are not convinced. If you go to the global rally and you are still not convinced, just forget it. Just forget it. So it's meant, the global rally is set aside to give that very first impression of who we are as corporate to whoever that you are inviting, whether you are new, you are planning to join the business, or you are in the business already, or you've been 10 years in the business. We always want you to experience something new, experience something different, to have this feeling of belonging, to know that, yes, you belong to a company that cares so much for you. And just in the past few days, our delegates just came back from the venue of this year's global rally. And that happened in New Delhi in India. It happened in India, and they just came back. So they are going to share their experience with us. So let me introduce my panelists. I have the first person I have is our double diamond manager. Our double diamond manager, I mean, he's a veteran. I thought I joined. Dr. Clem, you have to accept my. Okay, the first person is our double diamond manager. I mean, he has been in the business for a long time, and he has attended several global rallies. He has attended several global rallies, and he just came back from India. So, ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, let's. Dr. Clem, accept my. Okay, good. If your hands are not too busy, Dr. Clement, can we see your face? Can we see your face? Let's make welcome on stage, Dr. Clement Idigo. Dr. Clement, are you there? So he's my first panelist for today. My first panelist for today is Dr. Clement Idigo. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's move those fingers. Just appreciate him as it. I'm looking for him. Dr. Clem, you are disappearing and reappearing. Okay, the second person I have, is one of us. She is also a regular qualifier. She has attended several global rallies. Dr. Clem is a doctor by profession, and she is an an architect by profession. She is no other person than Pastor Ukamaka Nsube. Pastor Ukamaka, are you there? Pastor Ukamaka, can we see you? You're welcome on board. Pastor Maka, are you there?
I'm here. Good evening, everyone. Okay. I was muted.
Yes, evening.
Thank you so much. Yes. Good evening.
So welcome.
Okay.
The third person I have as part of the panel is also someone that has, she is, when we talk about qualifying for the global rally, she has qualified for several. She has qualified for came back also also from India. She just came back from India. She's no other person than Mrs. Victoria Erukunoapo. Miss Victoria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes, I
Yeah.
just added 2 people now. That's why I said today is going to be wonderful. I just added 2 people. I thought they will be sleeping. But thank you so much. I mean, when you talk, their forever runs in their vein, in their blood. I mean, their blood is forever. If you check their blood, it's not red, it's yellow. It's yellow. If you go now and check their blood. So I just added. Mommy is in the house. Mommy in the house. So if your hands are not too busy, let's make welcome Mrs. Susan Oyemade. Mommy, are you there?
I'm there. Good evening.
Evening, Mommy. Mommy
I'm
also
with
just
you.
came back from India. So Mommy is going to take some time out to and share her experience in India with us. She's going to share her experience with us. Okay, the last person I just added, I don't know what is happening. If I add them, they will. Okay, let me add her again. Now, I just also added one of us, ever ready, always there to support us. Shuttling between Dubai and London. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Mrs. Buki Oloye. Mrs. Oloye, are you there? Welcome,
Yes,
welcome. Sorry for bringing you up without informing you, but I know.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mama. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now let me start from Pastor Maka. Pastor Maka, you just came back from India. Now, for you, what does the Forever Global Rally represent? How do you see the Forever Global Rally? What does it really represent for you?
Okay. Thank you again, CSM. Good evening, everyone. You know, for me, the global rally represents what will I say, authenticity. You know, you're part of an organization that is real. There's just so much anybody can use to deceive you. So for me, global rally is like a stamp that this company is real. That is number one. Number two, the fact that the company is global. You're not part of a local entity. You're part of a global organization. So it kind of gives you some confidence that go ahead. Okay, that you're safe. You're safe. You're not dealing with an individual. You're not dealing with your own environment, so that if something happens in your environment, you can, at least we're listening to the news and we see what is happening all over the world. But once something is global, you kind of have some level of security. So going for the global rally is an amazing thing for me, year in, year out. And then thirdly, you know, a company that rewards, and rewards in style, not just the rewards are different. Rewards can come in various forms, but a company that wants to say, well done, but say well done in an amazing manner. All right, CSS, somebody is asking that they want to see my face. Noella Chinwe, why do you want to see my face? But our cameras are, okay, I think the host has to disable it.
No, don't worry. Just you can let me just continue. I will do something
okay.
now. So
All right. So that's it for me. That because I've been part of other businesses where you qualify for something and then you can't go. It's really quite demotivated. So you're working with an organization and you have qualified for something, and then they treat you in grand style. This going to India is like, I don't know how to explain this experience. I've never seen so many people, so many human beings at the same time in one place. For me, I was overwhelmed. And to see so many young people that are hungry for success. In fact, that for me,
Pastor Maka, we will get there. We will get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. I just needed your intro so that we. So for the videos, Pastor Maka, you can just enable your video yourself. It's open. You can enable it. Okay, Pastor Maka, thank you.
You disabled it.
Oh.
The host disabled it.
Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that intro with us about how you feel about the global about the global rally. Now, let me come to Dr. Clem. Dr. Clem, let's hear from you. What's your impression about the global rally generally? Not India in particular. What's your general impression about the global rally itself as part of our incentive? Yes. Evening.
Good evening, everyone. We qualified for the Global Rally 2001 in England, and it was amazing. Not as big as the one of India. Rex was there. He came into the place with the cab they used there. That's what they brought in, and the vibration there, the energy there was fantastic. When we got home, Maria said, "Look, this business I'll do to the end," because we saw that it's not just what we are seeing in other places, and everybody was happy. People were jubilating, and then from then on, I've never missed any global rally. But I'll tell you the truth: the one of India is the biggest I've seen in my life, in forever, and they are very, very, very punctual. By 10 a.m. the second day, they were already there. I was shocked. We were the first that arrived from the Nigerian team, and they were just very civilized. Nobody was jumping around. They were there, and if they shout, the whole hall will shake.
Okay, Dr. Clem. Okay, Dr.
You.
Clem, you have time to share. You have time to share more of your experience. One of your experience in India with the entire house, this evening. Now let me go to Mrs. Erukunako. Now, Mrs. Erukunako, how do you really feel? How do you really feel whenever you hear about the global rally? What is this gut feeling that you get about the global rally? Why is it that you always strive to ensure that you qualify for the global rally? What is in it for you?
Okay, thank you so much, CSM. So for me, I joined Forever, because number one, was for like it was extra income for me. And then the second thing actually that I got attracted to was international traveling, because I used to tell people that I pick people up from the airports when it's time to pick them up, and when it's time to drop somebody off at the airport. My husband would say, "Let's go drop them," or it's either I'm picking my husband up or something. And I love to travel, but I never really got the opportunity to do it. And so when I was introduced to Forever, I saw that as one of the things that I should actually do, because I love to travel, because it's like they always say, the most educated is the most traveled. The most traveled is the most educated, or something like that. So I've always loved to travel. So, and the very first trip that I attended was Hawaii. And you know what got me? The first time we were at the airport in sorry, the host has asked you to. Okay.
Yes, so you can
Okay,
put your
yeah.
video.
So
Yes.
thank you.
So that you can see all our panelists, eh?
Yes. Okay. So the very first trip was Hawaii, and so we left Nigeria to New York, and so from New York, we stayed in New York for 3 days. I was like, my goodness, is this me in America? So at the airport in New York, a lady, one of the immigration officers, she was interviewing us, before going to Salt Lake, because we're on our way to Hawaii. And then we had to go to Salt Lake first, take another connecting flight from there to Hawaii. And this immigration officer said that, "Is this your first time in America?" And I said, yes. She asked my husband said second time. And she said, "Your first time in America and you're going to Hawaii?" I was like, that blew me up, my mind. I'm like, wow. She said she's in America, she's from US, born and bred in America, but she has never been to Hawaii. And I was like, oh my goodness. So by the time we got to Salt Lake again, and we took another connecting flight going to Hawaii, we got into the plane, and the the pilot said, I welcome all Forever Living products, distributors. We're going to have, I said, they even called our name. Like, I was like, no. Then I saw people coming from other countries, South Africa, they were singing, Brazil, joining the same, plane and all that. It was amazing. And then by the time we got to Hawaii, I was like, one man, I saw so many people, like one man sponsored all these people, because by the time you get into the shopping mall, you're seeing people, with their tags, you're going this way, you're seeing so many people. Forever took over the town, actually. And that blew my mind. I said, no, I am going to do this business forever and ever.
So, Mr. Okunako, for you, the Global Rally is helping you live your dream, right? We can say the Global Rally is symbolic for you. It's actually helping you live your dream. That is great. Now let me come to Mommy. Mommy, let me come to you. Now, Mommy, you are the only one that you've been a managing director. You've been a managing director. You've experienced the Global Rally as a managing director, and you've experienced several Global Rallies as a Forever business owner. Now, Mommy, what is it for you? How do you see the Global Rally? Because I know your own perspective about the Global Rally will be totally different. I want you to look at both aspects, as a managing director, a former managing director, and as a Forever business owner. Mommy.
Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mommy. Yeah. Your people want to see your face.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you very much. For me, Global Rally is learning a lot from others, because my first interest is observation. And now you go there, you see a lot of people who will have otherwise not been able to reach the stage they reach in life, and you see the joy on their faces. That really touches me all the time. So looking around and see, oh, and they're happy, I've been there, this is where I am. And then number two, seeing a lot of people through you that you didn't actually sponsor them, but you sponsor somebody, that person sponsors somebody, and then a lot of people, because I was so moved when I saw the number of people from Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
And one of my downline, was dressed as a diamond manager. And when I went there, it's as if I was from Ivory Coast. So it was so beautiful, seeing people being happy and learning about their story, because everybody has a story. And many people have so many stories that you can look and say, oh God, I thank you. Although I didn't sponsor this person directly, but the person I sponsored. So you touch people all over the world. And I think that for me is really wonderful. And then the joy, because there's no discrimination. I'm from here. We are all just, jumping before you realize, you belong to everybody and you belong to, the country. And again, it's a way whereby you look at the person who established Forever Living, that Rex. It's an unforgettable man. That you say, Lord, help me to be able to do this for other people. So those are the things that really touch me. And I look forward to going, knowing other countries, see how they live and, talk with so many people. Many people will come to you, where are you from? And then we were, so much, the love was so great. For me, that's what I look forward to going, seeing people, reactions, and people feeling happy, because I'm happy when others are happy.
Wow, that is great. Thank you so much, Mommy, for giving us that extra perspective to the Global Rally. Mrs. Buki, now you have experienced the Global Rally from different countries' perspective. So you've experienced it in Nigeria, you've traveled from Nigeria before, you've traveled from Dubai, and you've also traveled from the UK. So how do you see the Global Rally?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. For me, I kind of see it from Mommy's perspective, but before that, I was thinking about it because I didn't know you would ask us this question. And I was
Nobody
thinking,
knew, eh?
I know. thinking that every time I talk about the global rally, the first thing that jumps in my mind is that, with all due respect, my husband is a pilot, and I always think that for his company has never treated us like this. When we want to travel, we have to buy our tickets, even though it's cheaper. They don't pay for our hotel. They don't give us spending money. They don't even give him spending money. And the first thing that jumped out at me is that I'm in a better company than my husband. That's what I tell him all the time. I said, because they look after us. They pay our travel. They pay us money to eat. They pay us hotel, and we stay in amazing hotels. That's the first thing that I honor forever for. And then what really jumps out at me is everybody from different walks of life. Ordinary people becoming extraordinary. People like me that I never, honestly, who am I? I'm just a psychologist with a salary. But forever gives you that uniqueness, that specialness, where you are nothing, but you become something. You know, in my family before, when I speak, or if they're having a meeting and I say I cannot be there, they say, no worries, we'll tell you. But forever has made me now, when I tell them that I can't be there, they say, it's okay, let's wait for Buki when she comes. I say, this is only forever that can make me important in my life. That's number 2. Number 3, like mommy said, you listen to people tell you their why. You know, a lot of us have not even identified our real why. Some people come from nothing to something, and they're not ashamed to say they were nothing. So it humbles me to be there. I watch them like a baby. And then I wrote it down. I said, also forever rewards you for work. You know, a lot of us work so hard. My daughter says, Mommy, I'm training somebody in my company to do well at the job. And she doesn't get rewarded. For everybody you train, like Mommy said, for everybody who becomes somebody, forever rewards you. And you see that reward at the rally. And it's just so special. And you see people like Mommy, you see Rolf Keep, you see Jane Leach, and it makes you aspire to want to become better. That's what I love about it. Every time I come away from there, I plan to become better. And that's what I love about the rally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma, for giving us those amazing perspectives about the global rally. Now, Pastor Mark, if you look at the global rally, right, and you look at the number of persons that we see at the rally, you begin to wonder, I mean, who is entitled? I am using the word entitlement deliberately. Now, who is the global rally open to? Who can qualify to be part of the global rally?
Okay, thank you, CSM. Yeah, everybody is entitled. Everybody can qualify as long as you're ready to do it. In 2008, when we joined the business, you know, traveling was not really on my mind. Car was not even on my mind. Yes, I wanted an extra income, but really I came in looking for residual income because I didn't come into forever at a young age. That's what I would say. I was already at that stage in my life where I was looking at, wow, if I'm going to retire in some years' time, what do I have kept somewhere? So when I came in, I started running because I felt I needed to catch up on time. So that year that I came in, that's 2008, I qualified for then Super Rally. Was supposed to go to US. And for me, it was like a shock because first of all, I had qualified to go to Kenya for managers retreat. I didn't go. Then we qualified to go to Ghana. So what kind of company is this? I started in April, and by December of that year, I had qualified to go to Kenya, I had qualified to go to Ghana, I had qualified to go to US. So I would say it's open to everybody that is ready to work. Whether you even know what you're doing or not, as long as you have that zeal to build a business around your why. Everybody's why, like Auntie Buki said, is different. Mommy Oyemade has already said everybody's story is different. But the amazing thing is that you can be pushing for A, but in pushing for A, you're getting B, C, D, E. You know, and everything that you get, the company doesn't tell you that this is not what you came in for. You get all of it. So Global Rally is open to everybody. It doesn't matter the age. Of course, as a company, the company doesn't ask you for certificates. It's not for educated people. It's not for non-educated people. As long as you're above 18 and you're ready to take your destiny, take your future in your own hands, you're ready to learn. If you're in this business, you must be somebody who is a lifelong learner. And when I say ready to learn, it's not just to learn when you start, but to continuously learn. So to answer your question again, Global Rally is for everybody. As long as you desire it, go for it.
Thank you so much. The Global Rally is for everybody. So let's begin to narrow it down gradually. Dr. Clem, you were wowed by what you saw in India. Can you just give us some of the highlights?
Okay.
What were some of the shockers that you got when you got to India?
The major shocker was the turnout.
Dr. Clem, let's see your face. Your people want to see your face.
What do I do to get my face there?
Just your video. Just put your video.
Okay, my video. Okay, I'm on now. Okay, fine. The major shock was the turnout there. I think the Indians were more than 18,000 there, both distributors and their guests. And another thing that impressed me was their sense of discipline. You know, here if you say you are meeting by 10, some will come by 2 o'clock. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
The meeting will start, some will come by 2 o'clock. The meeting that is for 10 a.m. But there they said that everybody should be there between 10 and 11. The hall was full. That's the Indian side was full. Our side, only Ken and myself were there. But that's the next person that came were Mrs. Yamade and the husband. What that came. So I said, what is wrong? This is the core of life. Punctuality is full of business. If you're not punctual in things, you won't succeed much. Then, and they don't jump around, as I said before. They just sit down and maybe they will shout, and everybody will scream. That's why they won this second position on the
Spirit Award.
Because the others that were jumping around, the was first, and they were second. And I tell you, if only maybe 10,000 people will guess, I'm sure that at least 2,000 people will sponsor and buy products. So that tells me too that we need to invite, and people should come forward for our business POMs. And another that put me or surprised me was the top distributor there. It's just 23 years old. So age is not the issue. In short, we have advantage in Nigeria. I think that 60% of Nigerians are below the age of 40. So why not we go for these youth, what they like, so that, or what will interest them, so that they can join the business, because it's a legit business. It's not the one you have to do something fishy. It's straightforward. You do your CCs and you get your bonus. So I think we should go for the youth. They are the key. Because when this young man was talking, he seemed talking with authority, as if he's talking to students. So I'm happy with that situation as well. And I think they move a lot of products. So they're saying that, so I heard, I don't know whether it's true or not, that some products are made specifically for India. Yeah. I don't know whether it's true or not. But so it depends on what the FFP is doing, making sure you do the business in a legit way and moving the products. I remember when we went to, I think, Malaysia, 2008, Rex was holding Rockkeep as they are going. You can see that he's interested in Rockkeep. And I think Rockkeep having a security man following him, because what they are interested in for you to be able to produce and make it. So two things is that the age to like me, I say, oh, let me relax. No. And it's fantastic. I've covered 3 continents within 2 weeks. India, Europe, then back to Nigeria. How many people can give it an opportunity? Because my wife just tells me that you love to travel. I really love to travel. From the money aspect, I really love to travel. So I would say that if you like traveling, FFU, give me that. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Clem, thank you so much for sharing a bit of your India experience with us. Now, Mr. Rukrapo, what was it for you? I know you went with your daughter, and so definitely it's a different feeling, different. When you got to India? I mean, I want to know what wowed you, and how did your daughter feel when she saw that moment crowd, when she saw the crowd and everything? How did she feel? You're muted. We can't hear you. Just unmute yourself.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. So for me, my daughter, last year we're in Bali together. Okay, so and this time around again, it happened that she went to India with me and all that. So it's something that gives me joy, because knowing the kind of background I came from, right? I wanted to give my children, that kind of lifestyle that I never got in life. So when I see them traveling with me, it's something that I don't joke with and I don't take for granted. And I'm very, very grateful to Forever Living, for all of that. And so when we got to India, for me, it was like, we just got to from the airport, the people were waiting for us. There were people, with forever sign, something like that, waiting. And like, you guys are from Nigeria. Where are you from? We're here for you. Okay, so just wait here. We're taking you to the bus and all that. So, and my daughter was like, as if she knew where she was going. I like, calm down, that kind of thing, because of the kind of excitement, that was coming out from her and everything. So getting to the hotel, when we got into the bus, they took us to the hotel. And then I just saw the forever cameras, and my daughter just started posing, because of these Gen Zs and all that. She was just posing everything, and all that. So like, oh my goodness, these people are here again, like with the cameras and everything. So it's amazing. We got into the hotel. She checked in by herself. I was just like, calm down. She said, no, mommy, we can go into the room now. And then I just gave her everything. So that's the kind of exposure we're talking about. Now it's not about me anymore. It's about the next generation, and I'm giving, my family the kind of life, that I never got. And so by the time we got into the room, we saw different things, so many things and all that. Then the hotel, the hotel was really like very beautiful place and everything. And she was like, mommy, this is really nice. I said, yes. And then the person that actually really gave her the good, experience actually is Auntie Buki. That's my mentor here, and her children, because she came with her children. So my daughter kind of abandoned me and started going with Auntie Buki and her, Auntie Buki's children, and, they had fun. And so I saw her in the hall, in the stadium there, she was dancing, like she was dancing with Auntie Buki, the kind of dance I have never seen her dance in a while. And then she got some Indian friends, from Bali, and then she found them again this time around in India, So it's really, really, really so amazing, exposing your children, to this kind of lifestyle. And that's just what I can say about my daughter, So it's I just want to say thank you to Forever. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me come to Auntie Buki. Auntie Buki, anytime you travel, right, you come with the girls, and you, irrespective of where, the family expands immediately you get to the venue. It becomes a larger family with uniform when you get to the venue. So Auntie Buki, are you there? What does this? Is she there? I want to be sure she's there so that I can.
Did you ask me a question, sir?
Yes, yes. I want to see.
Sorry, I missed the question. Sorry, sir.
Now the question is this. The question is this. I say, anytime you travel for Global Rally, right, you come with the girls, right? You come with your girls, and once you get to the venue, right? Once you get to the venue of the Global Rally, you meet the extended family with uniform and everything. So it's all about you having that team experience. What does this mean to you?
The team experience, I think I'm a teamie. I love that team experience. I mean, Vicky works. I kind of learned some things off Vicky. Vicky is a complete event planner. So she does that all the time. But I love the identity that Forever has actually given us, because it gives you that identity. And even though we're part of a larger family, we're still small clusters in that larger family. And Forever allows you to be like that. And you know, it's so funny because even the UK that I'm part of, I had the T-shirt over my outfit and I kept taking it off and putting it back on. And Natalie Healy came and asked me, I want that for us. And she actually gave me her size. She sent me her size. And she said she wants it. I said, what color? She said, I don't care. Whatever it is. She wants the outfit that we were wearing because they noticed it. And I think what it does, it makes us, and they noticed us at the hotel, my hotel. The guy came and said, every time he saw us coming out, we came out the same every morning for the rally. And that's something that I love. I think Forever allows you to be whoever you want to be, however you want to be. There's no you don't have to conform as long as you do the business, as long as you comply. You know, in the first step to manager, it actually says it allows you to be with dignity, yeah, who you want to be. And that is what I love about Forever. I can do what I like as long as I have dignity. And that's another thing, like Dr. Indigo mentioned, the Indians, the dignity, the confidence they showed was out of this world. When they were speaking on stage, they were so confident, yet humble, and Forever encourages that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, Mommy, I know you had your experience is totally different. Your experience in India, totally different. Bobby, can you share your experience with us in India?
You're talking among the distributors or the people of India generally?
Generally, yes.
Generally, I mean, to be frank, maybe I went with high expectation, you know, coming from probably Dubai and also having knowledge about India since when I was about 5, because I've been, you know, going to Indian film, theater, and so on. I was expecting something extraordinary. But when I got to India, honestly, I thought it was stage usual. So I didn't see those things I was looking forward to. Then again, one thing I remember that I will always talk about was looking at people and cow going side by side, and those cows were so confident. They were not afraid of people, and those people were adoring them. So I kept on looking, you know, and said, oh, in Nigeria, you know, I mean, a cow run whatever, but this was so beautiful. And you think maybe probably they are human beings. Then I saw that the Indians are friendly in a way, But one has to be extremely careful because you don't know what they have, in their mind, because we had a very bad experience there. But the people are wonderful. The food I love because I love curry. I love it. And then they are diligent in their work. Those people work in the hotel. I see them, as very diligent. And like, I think it was Buki who, or maybe a pastor, they have confidence, no matter how young they are, because all those people spoke on the stage with confidence. And then they have, sort of, outlook that you would think maybe they've been doing forever for almost 30, 40 years. They were happy because they got a lot of things from forever. I think, it's a beautiful place in a way, but there are so many people, more than so I can see that. But I could see that they give support, because on the way going to the arena where we had the rally, they lined up and they were cheering everybody up, and so on. So it's really wonderful. But there are some other things that probably you wouldn't like to really talk about, which you now look back and say that, oh, thank God for the country I have, that I don't appreciate my country, but now that I've come here, I really appreciate my country. Honestly, to be frank, I really, really, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I don't know, some people, they will understand. And I say, oh, I've got a lot of wonderful things in Nigeria. Maybe I like to open my eyes now and go around more rather than thinking, So it made me to appreciate my country and to put my country now higher in ranking. Not saying, Nigeria, we have a lot of beautiful things. So.
Thank you so much, Mommy. I just knew you were going to give us a different perspective, and if you're going to give us a different perspective to this, and that's why we're having this.
And then another thing I would like to talk about. Somebody talked about the discipline of the distributors. It was because that was the first time going to Global Rally and being able to sit down and see what they are doing on the stage. I think I shared that with Clement, because we sat down, we were able to sit down, relax, and then look, nobody is standing up and jumping and that madness, it wasn't there. So I could see that there was a lot of discipline. And then there are people, they sat down, very decently and not making, unnecessary running around like other people do. So there's discipline there.
Thank you so much, Mommy. Thank you so much. Now, Pastor Maka, if you look at what Mommy just talked about, she talked about the population, the number of persons you had on both sides of the road, and I also know that you did this video. I also know that you did a video on that. I want you to talk a little about that, and also to tell, everybody here, how can somebody qualify? If someone wants to qualify for the Global Rally, how can they qualify?
Okay, thank you, CSM. All right, so for me, I think day one, when we're going to the stadium, first of all, it was really far. And then all of a sudden, we looked on the left and we saw this long line of human beings. That is young people that were excited, waving. So initially I was like, who are these people? What's going on here? Before we started noticing that some of them had things that could show that they were doing forever. And the excitement, they were waving. And then we looked down, plenty. Looked on the right. Initially, I thought it was only on one left side. Then the other side, I just saw young people who were looking forward to maybe what I would say a new life. Let me put it that way. Because if people are on the road, and of course they were on the road lined up, but you could see the excitement, meaning that they felt that whatever they were going to attend, there was something in it for them. And they were there to welcome the quote unquote the visitors that were coming. I remember that when we were in Bali last year, Krishna he opened his mouth and said he will fill the hall if Forever is going to come to India. He was so certain of it that if Forever is going to come to India, that he was going to fill it with young people. And he's kept his word. Now, my question was now to myself, how did this guy come here and mobilize these people? In fact, the correct figure, they said the Indians that were in the hall were about 15,000.
Yeah.
They were about 15,000. So they gave them their own aisle, and they were so organized. They will come early, sit down, and they'll be there wanting to, welcome us. Now, my question to myself was, now, what made this young man make a decision and then go for it? Thank God, he said he started in 2020, COVID year. So you're asking me, how can people qualify? I believe the first thing is to work on your mind. A lot of times we want to do something, but we're looking at the environment. We're looking at the circumstance. We're looking at the situation, whether it's something I can do or not do. Winning starts from inside first. You have to visualize it, and you have to decide it's something I can do. So 2020, when COVID was ravaging the whole world, and most people were looking at the negative effects of COVID, they were focused on what was wrong. This young man was looking for something to do in the midst of what was wrong. For some of us, it was COVID year, we started doing things online. Before 2020, I was never on Facebook. I think I had opened it, and I don't really do anything online. I never did anything on Instagram. My WhatsApp, I had never posted a thing on my status before 2020. So I'm not a social media, I'm a private person. But I found out that the minute you want to do something and your mind is open, they always say that the laws of the universe, the minute I say I want to achieve something, it's like the world opens up, opportunities start coming. So if you want to qualify for Global Rally, it's in here. You have to decide you want it first. That decision, you decide first. Next year, we're going to Paris, okay? And one of the things I used to do so many years ago, I still do, but not as much, is anywhere or anything I want a car, I want to know the color, I want to know the kind. And then I go online, I Google it, I print it out, and I paste it where I can see it. So now we're going to Paris. Of course, what do? Go and Google Paris. Google the Eiffel Tower. Google the places you would want to see. Print them out and make a vision board of it. And then tell yourself that this is a company that I've met young, old, man, woman, educated, uneducated, that all their story shows that there's no barrier to who can achieve what. And then tell yourself, next year, 2025, I'm going to be in Paris with everybody who is going. It's like a decision you're making first. I always like saying that the universe does not understand English. It understands frequency. So when you make a decision in your mind, you're going to attract the people, you're going to attract the resources that you need to achieve that thing. So make that vision board, keep it. Then ask yourself, okay, what do I need? What is the criteria? Thank God that this year we have different levels, so that you won't say, okay, if I don't qualify all expenses paid, then I don't I won't go. There are different levels. So tell yourself, I'm going to push for the highest. I want to go all expenses paid. But no matter what, I'm going to travel. That's the thing. As a team, we travel a lot as a team. What do? We tell ourselves, you know what? We want to be on every Forever trip that Forever has to offer. There are so many people. In Sweden, we met a lady that had gone as a non-qualifier. She said for 21 times. Every year Forever is going to a country. She said she works hard, but if she doesn't meet it, she will pay and go. She said every year she goes, she has fresh motivation. So in Sweden, that was her first time of qualifying, and she qualified at a very high level. So for me, it's like, decide you want to go to Paris next year, and then print out images, print out where you want to visit in Paris, and then come back and find out, what do I need to do? How many case credit do I need to generate? Once I have the case credit, I always believe in dividing it into months. Right now, for those that are just going to join, you're going to divide between May and, normally I say divide between May and November, so that December is like backup months. Then ask yourself, with my capacity, how many people do I need to partner with for this goal to be achieved? Because Forever is a teamwork. Anybody who imagines that they can achieve anything by themselves is kidding themselves. Even if you were to sell the entire products, move all the products out of the warehouse, then you will not be fulfilling the Forever mission. Rex said the power of forever is the power of love. And if you love people, you won't want to achieve or qualify for anything all by yourself. You want to change people's lives as you're also changing your own life. So ask yourself, how many people would I want to partner with? I think the year we started, and I said, okay, I want to go diamond. I found that, okay, this is how many CC I need to become a manager. And I told myself, okay, how many people do I think I need to be able to generate this volume within this timing? And I said, okay, 120 CC. Okay, if I can do 55 CC, how many people do I need? I said 24. I'm just telling you how I calculate. And I asked myself, can I get 24 people? I said, no, I don't think I have 24 people that can do 5 CC. Okay, but I think I can get 5. And then I worked with 5. And I said, okay, I can work with this 5 to get their own 5. That's the way I think. So if you say, okay, 1,500 case credit divided by how many months, how many people do I need? Okay, if I can't get all the people I need, which I don't even think you can, how many can you go out of your way to connect with? And then you work with those people to also connect with their own people. Like I said, it's all a teamwork. But that's the process I believe that all of us should engage with. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Maka. Thank you for highlighting the fact that for FGL 25, you can qualify at different levels. You can call it is very, very important. We understand that for Paris, you can qualify at different levels. So when you have up to 500 total case credits, you will have 2 tickets, that 2 rally tickets, 2 rally tickets. 2 rally tickets. I didn't say flight tickets. I said 2 rally tickets. Then when you qualify between 1,000 and 1,500, so we pay your flight, we pay your accommodation, but you will only have access to the chairman bonus party ticket. But when you qualify from 1,500 above, you have full access. You have full access. So now you can, if you've not put pen on paper, if you've not made a plan, I think there's still time for you to work with your team. There's still time for you to put pen on paper and come up with a plan for the global rally in Paris. Now let me come to Dr. Clem. Dr. Clem, I saw that beautiful picture you took on Taj Mahal. I saw that wonderful picture, but I am thinking, is that picture still on your phone, or is on Instagram, or it's never too no one is too old for social media, eh? Dr. Clem. Dr. Clem, are you there? No one is too old for social media. So Dr. Clem, what's your social media plan? The beautiful pictures you took on Taj Mahal. So what's your social, can you share with us? What's your social media plan for those pictures?
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel, for this question. I'm not a social media guru.
I know.
But I have to start.
Yes.
And it's just that with all the funny things happening these days, one has to be very, very careful. But definitely I'll start. With my children, I would say, fortunately, my son, Ken, is into software and electronics. So, and he works with a very top British company. My other children, Ogonna too, she's a doctor, but she is very good at social media. So definitely I will discuss with them and find ways of moving forward with my social media and handle. But meanwhile, I'm still with my WhatsApp and occasionally Facebook. But I don't like to bother me so much, because you can put something, tomorrow people start begging you for something in Nigeria. And that was very, very careful. I get
Okay, I don't know whether we can hear. It's like Dr. Clem's network. It's frozen. So now, Mr. Lukunakwa, let me come to you. I'm so interested in.
I'm sorry. It's our
okay.
NEPA goes on and off.
Welcome back.
For you. So that's my promise to you for this year.
Okay, Dr. Clem, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Now, Mr. Rukunapo, I am so much interested in the India experience in line with social media. And considering the fact that you travel with Eunice, so I know, I mean, Eunice is, I mean, they are all the social media generation. They're all the social media generation. And also, Mr. Rukunapo, I know you are a social media person. What was, yes, what were your key learnings? What were your key learnings from India in line with the youth and social media?
Well, okay, so thank you, Mr. Daniel. So for me, I would say that I started following these Indian boys. Indian, as all of them, I started following them because you just find out that, you know, I actually thought I was doing social media, actually. And yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing my very best, like you know, TikTok. I learned something that, you know, you post on TikTok 3 times a day if you want to grow your TikTok. You have to post 3 times a day. I haven't done 3 times a day, but I make sure that I post at least, you know, once a day. I am posting and I am seeing my TikTok account growing, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started growing it from 86 people to I am now as at just not too long now. I've just checked my TikTok now that I am on 306 people right now. So yeah. So if you the more you post on
Yeah,
TikTok,
sure.
the more, you know,
The more-
people follow people easily on TikTok than Instagram and Facebook. That's one thing. The algorithm is, you know, faster than other or other social media platforms. Yes, I can say. So for me, I also started following other people because I was like, I thought I was doing social media. You know, social media is not just only about, you know, posting forever products, you know, or something like that. No, you know, so that's one thing that, you know, I always tell people, like when I see people posting products on it, I like, no, this is not it, because social media, the reason why it is social media is because people want to be social online. They want to be entertained. Do you understand? They want to, you know, see something that will make them want to follow you, you know. So what are you doing to make people follow you? So in India, I found out that the boys there or the FBOs there, you know, you see them with their phones, like they're talking, they're everywhere, they're talking, yeah, like, you know, the energy, like they're saying, oh, look at what is going on here right now, you know, that kind of thing. They're just everywhere. So I was just like, oh my goodness. So this is what, you know, these guys are doing. They're not just taking it easy at all with social media. So every little thing, every little excitement that you see that they're showing it. Then I met about 2 or 3 ladies. There's a lady in Park, a lady and her husband, you know, I think they have a bank franchise or something like that. I just started following her and I see even Dominic Keep. Yeah, Dominic Keep, that's Rob Keep's wife. You know, I started following her, you know, from India. I started seeing what she's doing, you know, like that. So somebody is in the kitchen, she's cooking, she's talking, you know, maybe she's somewhere, you know, things, you know, you just play around with different things and all of that. So, and I see the excitement, you know, some of them are dancing, they're jumping from here. There's a particular lady, you know, she has so many followers. I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I need to do something, you know, I need to bring home or do something more about, you know, my social media platforms and all that. So for now, you know, my children, yes, they're like, they tell me that anytime I post, they say, Mommy, you're doing very well. You're trying. You know, that's at my age, what I do, you know, with social media, most times I don't even ask them for what to do anymore. But there's this refinement I want to, you know, bring into my social media now, which I have actually gotten a young girl, you know. So anywhere I'm going to now, I would, you know, engage her so that we can refine, you know, do the real thing. Yes, because what we're doing now is really, you know, we need to improve on what we're doing. And the room, as they always say, you know, there's always room for improvement in everything. That is the, you know, what I want to do now. So thank you so much, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you so much. Yes, Mrs. Buki, I am coming to you. You know, you are, you don't know what is coming. Eh? I am loving this. I am really, really loving this. I'm loving this. Now, if you look at where we are in Nigeria, we are in a place where some people strongly believe that a chairman's bonus is not for them. They believe that the global rally is not for them. They believe that whatever is put out there, in as much as it has to do with global incentive, right? It's not for them at all. So what can you say? What can you say to this group to ensure that we bring them out of this place that they are and put them in the growth mindset that we are all promoting now?
It's interesting that you asked that, Mr. Daniel. Thank you so much. And I remember when Pastor Amaka was speaking, I actually made a note here earlier on, and I was going to talk about something Dominique Keep mentioned. You know, when she started to train, she said that when the year before, she was getting so panicky and she was getting so stressed out because her effort seemed like zero. And that jumped into my mind. I started my notes in the global rally with that. And she said they kept going and they kept going. And honestly, when she got her chairman's bonus, that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I said, this is somebody who said 2023 was a struggle, that it seemed as if everything she was doing had no meaning. And she still made 1.6 million.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, and I've been talking to everybody saying, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's a ripple effect. Don't think that it's not for you. For me, I never ever thought when I started Forever, I started for wellness. And I remember when Vicky says, Auntie, you can qualify, you can do it. I said, Vicky, that's not what I want. I just want to be well. I want to share the products. But as I expanded my mind, and I think that what we need, honestly, simply, I was talking to my husband this evening, is just reading. We need to believe that we can be the best version of us. That's what Forever offers everybody. It doesn't offer you money, to be honest. It just offers you to be better than you were yesterday. And the better than you are yesterday, I can speak for myself. I never, like Pastor Omaka, social media. In fact, I used to be so petrified of computer. The only thing that was my friend was my phone. I didn't do status. She even did status. When I post now on Instagram, I say, my God. And I'm learning that when you want something and you go for it, I actually had to write, you said, universe doesn't understand English. It understands frequency. I wrote it down because I believe that the universe understands our inner desire. And you know, there is something that I read a long time ago. It said you can be born dust, but you don't have to remain dust. You can be born gold and you can become dust if you don't brush yourself up. And I realized that me, just by reading, I have become better. I was dust before because I was so limited in my box. But now I can do so many things. And I want everybody in Nigeria, this is the one thing that when Mommy was talking about India, I see them here. They are so proud. And I said, look at us in Nigeria. We are smart. We are beautiful. We are everything you can describe in Nigeria. We can become the best of us. We just have to picture it. It says, what a man desires, you think about is what you become. As you are there, I beg you, just see yourself I remember when I was younger, I would tell you this. I never ever, I used to see when people say, by the time I'm 25, I'll be married. I'll be sitting like this. I had the biggest pimples ever. My skin was terrible. But I always used to picture one man come and say, I'll be my wife. And then I ended up being this man's wife because I pictured it in my head that somebody somewhere will pick me. And look, the pimples has gone now. But I say that when you put yourself and your mind, honestly, simple thing like that, simple analogy, see yourself in a beautiful place. See yourself as a qualifier. See yourself owning a car. See yourself becoming the best. And you will be forever alive. It's a buffet. You can eat anything you like. You can be senior manager. You can be diamond manager. You can be. I remember when Vicky Erikunako became Sapphire. She said, Auntie, move. I said, I'm not going anywhere. I said, I'm going to where I am. How I became, I wasn't, but forever allows you to be the best. Desire to want to be the best. And forever makes the universe your oyster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. I mean, we did not plan for this at all. And I love the way it went. I never gave anybody any prep. I mean, that's me. So my panelists, pardon me. Pardon me. I have so many pastors, and they say, as the Spirit, Pastor Maka, how do you say it? As the Spirit does what?
Leave.
So I don't know the direction that the Spirit will take me to. So I'm just trying to make sure that everybody, I want everybody to get value, right? I want everybody to get value. And the best way to do it is to ensure that, I mean, people talk to us from their hearts, right? People talk to us from their hearts. Just tell us the way it is, so that whoever is joining us today for the first time, we look at it and say, yes, I can do this. Yes, she's talking about me. He is talking about me. I don't want it to be just, I mean, you have slides, you're prepared, and at the end of the day, we've all prepped ourselves. No. Please and please, my panelists, just pardon me for that. So having said that, do we have any question coming from the audience? If you have any question that you want to ask, you can put it up. You can put it up. I mean, they all came back from India. You watched from home. So if you have any particular question you want to ask, I have very wonderful panelists this evening. So if you have any question at all, you can put it up so that I can ask on your behalf. Let me see. And if you want any particular person to answer, you can also say that. We just have some few minutes to go. Awesome training tonight. Okay, so much value. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we have the social handles? I love our people so much. You know why I love Nigerians so much, right? Somebody's in the training, you are training, and the person is saying, can we have the recorded version? the person is in the training. Now, now Pastor Maka, it's Mrs. Erukurako. Mrs. Erukurako, they're asking, Noella said, can we have the handle? The social handles of the Indians. So that we can all follow. So that we can all follow ourselves is important.
Okay, so the thing is this. I didn't get any social media handle from the Indians. But the thing is that they are just everywhere. If you want to get them, you just click. Once you click on one person, like if you want to get it, you can go to Aurora's page, Krishna Arora. That's the GLT guy, the 24-year-old guy. Just click on it, and then the next thing, once the algorithm will definitely show you. others will start to follow, because once you click on something, they know that this person, this is the area of interest of this person. So they will start showing you something similar, okay, to what you're looking for. So you can go online, follow the guy, and then look out for his friends, or you can go to the FLP Indian social media handle. You can get it. So it's not anything that is difficult. So with time, you start to see others, you know, social media, they will show you these people. So if you want to, you choose to follow them, because right now I am seeing so many, they are, you know, they are giving me suggestion, I should follow them, but I am picking who I want to see. So it's not just everybody. Yes. And I want to learn from some particular people. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rukunako, for handling that. I have a question here. Any of our panelists can handle it. Yes, sir, please, how do we handle the price increase in the face of Nigerian economy? I don't know whether we have any economists in the house. Who is the closest to? So who of my panelists?
Victoria or Kamaka can answer that.
Dr. Claire, why are you running from that? Because I need my panelists, please help out with this, because I want people to have real ways, real solutions, how they can overcome. For me, it's a drawback. When we talk about price related issues, sincerely, let me start this. Price related issues in sales are always seen as drawback. They're always seen as drawback because there is nothing you and I can do about it. And when you overthink the drawback, is a problem on its own. So you have to move back a little and come from the angle of value. So you need to outweigh that price with value. So you need to look at what you have on board. You need to look at the value of your product. You need to really look at how to position your product, and you need to get the right people that can buy your product. Because at times when we look at price, we put our customers in our own shoes. So you strongly believe that because you can't afford it, every other person cannot afford it, right? But if we go out and begin to say, okay, who are the right persons that can buy this product, then we will begin to see light at the end of the tunnel. You begin to see light at the end of that tunnel. But if you are so overwhelmed with the price, then it's a problem. It's a big problem on its own. So I don't know whether any of my panelists wants to throw more light to.
Okay, let me just add something. Let me say how I'm handling it. I'm believing that things are going to improve. First of all, you must have a hopeful outlook for things to get better. That would help you, move forward. Then I tell my clients, whenever they say, oh my God, the prices have gone up, I'll tell them, in fact, my sister, you're very correct. Even me, I am dazed. So first of all, I empathize, I agree with them. But I'll just now immediately direct my focus. I said, just the other day, I entered well-done supermarket. I entered everyday supermarket. And I just noticed that the price of everything has changed. This is not a forever problem. It's our economy. So what normally happens is I said, oh, so what I did, I reduced some things I planned to buy. That's the reality of where we are. And then what I'm doing now is I'm trying to increase the number of people buying our products. Because what I found out is that somebody who was buying 50,000 before still wants to spend 50,000. So of course, the person is going to buy less. So what I'm trying to do for myself is to increase the number of the 50,000. Instead of trying to force the person that was spending 50,000 to spend 80,000. You find out that a lot of people, their income has not increased, but expenses have gone up everywhere. Okay, so yes, we talk about giving value. A lot of people that are complaining of our prices, they kind of have an idea of our value. I'm talking about the ones we're already talking about. They kind of have an idea of our value. They know our quality is good. They tell you Forever products are very good, but right now I can't afford it. So the other thing I also do for myself is that I am looking for fresh people, and it has helped me. every time you prospect and get new people, they don't know my old price.
Yeah.
Because most times when we're talking to people that say price has increased, is because these people knew the old price. So while we're trying to manage those that knew the old price and now it has gone up, I'm looking for new people that did not know any price. And we're finding out that the new people that we're talking to now, they are knowing the current price. So we're not arguing about what it was before. We're talking about, okay, what it is now and how we can, kind of balance that. So there's no hard and fast rule, but it starts with me. If I already feel the products are too expensive, Forever needs to do something, it's a Forever problem, my attitude to the whole thing is also going to be different. This is not a Forever problem. It's an economy thing. And see, there's recession everywhere in the world. It's not just Nigeria. It's just that our own exchange rate is quite volatile. And because it's volatile, today is low, tomorrow is up, is down. It's just for us to mind how we're managing it in here. And while we are not arguing with anybody, don't argue with anybody. Things have gone up. Empathize and then tell them what you are doing. Every one of us that is on this call, you can't tell me that how much you bought vegetable last week is how much you buy it this week, or what you bought 3 weeks ago. So however you're managing your family expenses, however you're managing your children in school, telling you that things have gone up, that's the same way everybody has to manage whatever it is that they do with Forever. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Amaka. Thank you so much. You dealt with that 100%. Mr. Rukunako, you still have questions, though. Questions are coming for you.
If I can add,
thank you. Okay, Pastor. Yeah,
Pastor Amaka said. Yeah, okay. Yesterday in Abuja, I went to one of the biggest pharmacies there to buy some medication. What's supposed to cost me like 20,000 was 81,000 naira. I didn't argue and paid. So one woman came to buy something. He said the last week was 14,000. This week 20,000. She had to pay. Then they said that one man wanted to buy vaccination for the child vaccination, and it was 20,000. Then when he came again, to 122,000 naira. So he called the wife, said, "Please don't buy anything. Let's go. You must give this child this vaccination for 122,000 naira." So I think you are very right. Nigerian economy is very volatile. So just prioritize, get people to get sponsored. Like this evening, we had a meeting. Somebody said, "You have enough money." He has 200,000. So go and look for more money. Bring that 200,000 to us. Look for more money. You will get it. So I think that's the question. That we have to really go out and look for more sponsors or more sponsor more people into the business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Clem. Thanks so much for that addition. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let me also drop it here that India sponsors 200,000 people every month. 200,000 people every month. 200,000. That is what they sponsor. That's what they sponsor every month. So we need to go out there and sponsor more people. Now, Mr. Lukunako, your question. Sister Vicky, thanks for the insight on TikTok, but I get confused. If I don't post about the product, what else do I post? What else do I talk about?
Okay, so now, I mean, I'm not saying that you should not, like there's something on compliance and all that now. So we have to be very careful with what we post online. Yeah, so because I see so many people posting benefits of this and all that, so you can come online, like you're drinking your aloe vera gel, get a nice cup, pour it, get your lights, pour the gel in it, and then drink it, and then put a music to it or something. So you have to be very careful, what you do. I also, when I am at an exhibition, I do a video round like that, and I put music on it or something like that. And also, like, I do videos on the reason why I am drinking my gel. I take it in the morning, I take it at night, because it helps me live an optimal life. And then I'm feeding my cells, so that my cells can be well, because when my cells are well, it means that I will be well as well, that kind of thing. So you don't say things that, will bring about, people, compliance will come after you. So you have to be very refined, about what you post. Then also, social media is just 20% product, because like I said, if you post anything on products, you will find out that people will not even say anything. To get one like, you will not get it. If you get it, then maybe the person really likes you, because they are not there to buy. People are not on social media to buy. They are on social media to be entertained. So 80% entertainment, maybe motivational, you educate people, and then maybe jokes sometimes on Friday. So you have to outline what you need to post or something like that. So I can be at a restaurant eating something, I can do a video that I'm eating, his lifestyle, like I saw one of our very good social media person, Veronica Kundia. She was in a restaurant and she took this aloe mini, and before she started eating, she poured it, in a cup, and then she drank it. So somebody will be inquisitive about it, like, what is she drinking? They can send you a message like that, so you have to find a way of, doing that. So thank you. I hope
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Serukunako. Thank you so much. I mean, you just have to be real on social media. People want to connect with you. They really, really want to connect with you. They want to connect with your lifestyle. I mean, AI now, AI can mimic anything. So we want to talk with real people. People love it when you are real on social media. So, Mr. Serukunako, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. So on behalf of all of us, I think it's 8:30 by my time and our time is up. On behalf of Forever Living Product Nigeria, I want to thank Mommy, I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for
It's 11:30 here.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
That's why I did. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. We love you. We love you so much. And thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Extend our greetings to Daddy. He should not penalize us for keeping you out this for keeping you this late. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Ms. Oloye, thank you so much. Thanks so much. I mean, I just put everybody on the spot. Thank you so much. My father, I love the way our chat went this evening. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Dr. Clem, thanks so much and welcome back. Thanks so much for sharing. I thought you would still be having jet lag, but you are still strong. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And as always, Mrs. Seruknapo, thanks so much for sharing your experience and also for extending Eunice's experience with us, because we want to hear what the younger ones think and feel about what we are doing, because that is very key to us. And Pastor Maka, as always, thank you so much for being part of for being one of our panelists this evening. So, and to all our Forever Business owners and guests, I want to also appreciate you for spending your time with us this evening. Please and please, if you are new today, kindly meet whoever invited you, so that they can tell you more about who we are, tell you more about our business, and also is very important that if you are new, please and please find time to go to our product centers and be part of our trainings. Be part of our trainings. That was one question I did not take. Please and please pardon me, but just find time to go to our product centers so that you know how to properly structure your business. So once again, if it doesn't make you smile, please ensure you change it, because you're not a tree. Don't stand in a place and expect things to change. If it doesn't make you smile, change it. Thank you once again, and bye-bye.
Thank you everyone. God bless us all. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.